Hello everybody, and welcome to Otaku St Manga Review, and today we'll be reviewing.
A silent voice.
Now, Silent Boys is a very unique manga, because let it be Shoujo, Kodansha comics, Shonen Jump, Tokyo Pop, each of the movies had characters that were what you would say like cute, handsome, great characters, and the only thing that they would have will either be them being slow like Goku, or anything else really. But this character was actually pretty interesting because out of the two main characters, one of them was a bully. Well, actually, that's quite normal in other mangas. But the second one was pretty interesting because she was actually deaf. She had hearing problems, and due to that, that was the main reason the character was bullying her, just because she had hearing problems. But what was very interesting about this manga specific was that was the way it was portrayed. Cause first, and I'm not lying too, the whole entire, even the teacher started acting like this character should be in fact be treated differently just because she was deaf. He gave hints. He even showed that the lack of interest, and well, and while the main character bullied her, the class followed him. But as soon as it got worse to the point that he was destroying her hearing aids and made it possible for her to stay and she had to move, her mother was at the point where she had to have more money than usual, and it made it impossible for them to stay. So what ended up happening was as soon as she reported to the principal, he went in and said, "Well, okay, whoever does not turn themselves in right now, just know the police will be involved." And that's, if I remember correctly, that's when the teacher said, "Turn yourself in already, boy! Turn yourself in!" But then he was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Weren't you guys in with me?" And then the class was like, "No, I'm pretty sure I did try to tell him, no, don't do that. What are you doing that for? That's wrong." But in a silent voice. But really, they were all just following him, and as soon as things got to the problem, to the point where even the law was gonna get involved, that's when they were like, "No, we tried to stop him. We tried to stop him. He didn't listen. We yelled. We protested, but he didn't listen." But in volume one, it started off with the bully meeting her again. And from those few pages, it turns into a flashback. So basically, volume one is the flashback, shows how it escalated from here to where the class was also bullying her, to the middle where it finally got serious, and up here when the principal got in, and then BAM! He just fell down from popularity. Nobody liked him anymore. School was impossible for him. And that's pretty much for volume one. Each volume was unique in and out of itself. So, in total, 7 volumes total. Now, throughout the whole entire series, the main character makes more friends. They have their own problems. But there was one character that was bullied. And, well, when he first saw the main character, the bully, he thought that he was interesting because he jumped in the lake and he was like, "Who on earth does that? Really?" Just a month ago, I'm hanging out with him. But as soon as they got more along throughout the story, that's when he figured out that the second main character, the one who was deaf, that she was bullied, and he said, "Well, as soon as I meet your bully, I'm gonna get him good. I'm gonna knock the daylights out of him." That's how it was like. But as soon as it all escalated down, thanks to another friend, I'm doing this because I honestly don't think that he was his friend. Yeah, not the deaf girl, the one who was in love with this character. But the seventh volume, the last one, it made the most interesting thing ever. Cause I'm pretty sure I have read it like this on another series, but Volume 7 contained each chapter alone of every friend that the main character has made. Let it be the deaf girl, let it be the other guy that wanted to punch the daylight out of her bully, and the other friends that he has made. But each of them, each chapter contained their own background. So it was flashbacks until finally it met up to the conclusion. And all in all, out of 10, I give this an 8 stars. 8 out of 10. Why? Because there are some moments where you will question it. You're like, what does this have to do with the story? And that's pretty much it. But more than nothing, read this manga. Read A Silent Voice. It'll be one of the greatest stories you'll ever read. Who knows, you might have another favorite one. But this alone was one of the best I've read. Honestly, I rate this manga 8 out of 10. Due to some things that are questionable, like, why is this here? Is this part of the story? Is it supposed to be like that? No. But more than nothing, I really recommend you read this, because it does teach something. Because, honestly, in my point of view, I have been through something similar like this. Not, not too similar to where I can't hear, but as similar like that. As in one of the characters in this that's a little on the big side, and he was bullied just because he was large. Yeah, I was in the same position too when I was in elementary. It was hard growing up, not much friends. And when I did have friends, they always made my life better in school. So read this manga, cause especially in a world like this we are right now, let it be America, Japan, Mexico, or anywhere around the world, we are gonna be facing problems. And let it be also be skin color, you can whether or not you can see, whether or not you can hear, just about anything. We're all gonna be treated differently, but we can't let that change. Everybody's unique. Just like how this manga itself is unique, due to due to its main character not being like any other characters in other manga you read, of which there's literally in some series where the main character is literally a pretty girl and she's like, oh, I'm so lonely, all that stuff. But this one is unique, no matter how you see it, and hopefully you will read it. Until next time, Otaku St out.